Hey, it's Nathan. We're going to learn the song, Great Are You, Lord. The song has a chorus that says, it's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise. And if you've ever had tragedy in your life or just pain, and maybe a friend said, why do you trust in God? Kind of like Job's friends that told him to just curse God and die. Well, just remember, if Job had done that, he would have been breathing in the very breath that God gave him to then speak out that curse. So with our breath that God gives us, we either curse him or curse men or worship him and bless men. So I hope this song blesses you and that you can use it to bless many others as well. There's a couple of positions in this song that I'm going to teach you really quick before we play through the piece. And they are simply C in first inversion, E minor in root position, and D suspended. Remember, this is a D. This is a D sus or D suspended. So I'm going to be voicing it like this with finger 1, 2, and 3. We'll do that again. We've got C in first inversion, E minor, and D sus. That's the beginning of the piece. Then there is a riff in the middle, and it goes like this. So the riff is, and that's played by a viola or a violin often, but it sounds really nice on piano as well. So it's over the C chord. And then the last thing to watch out for that will come at the bridge of this song is a special rhythm that happens where this song's in 6/8, meaning it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each measure has 6 beats. But in the bridge, there's a really cool thing that happens where the rhythm is subdivided into groups of 3. And it sounds kind of like this. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it goes, first you have to think 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. And then you have to take those 1 and 2 ands and group them put them in groups of 3. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That sort of feel. We'll get there. I just wanted you to know that it's coming up ahead of time. Start on a C. You give life, you are love, you bring light to the darkness. Every heart that is broken, great are you, Lord. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise. We pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. You give life. All right, so let's just pause for a moment. When we head into the verse, there's something really cool that you can do with the chords. Instead of playing C in first inversion and E minor in root position and D sus, here we can take these notes in G position, like a G and a D, and we can play a C2 sound, either like this or like this. And then this note, this D here, is going to hang out through all 3 chords of the verse, like this. You give life, you are love, you bring light to the darkness, you give hope, you restore every heart that is broken. All right, so that just means a C2, E minor 7, D sus can be shaped like that. You can play around with it. Feel free to play around with it, but the idea is to pivot around this D here. Form your chords with that staying in the top. All right, let's look at that riff again. So the riff is usually played on a stringed instrument, but it sounds really nice on the piano. It comes in the chorus. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise. We pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. So one more time on the riff, we've got a C chord, and the riff is F sharp, G, D, and an E minor chord, B, G, D. So you may want to save doing it in octaves, playing the riff in octaves until the second or third time through the chorus. That way you reserve some of that energy. Remember, when you play it in octaves, you're adding volume, you're adding energy, and so as you want to reserve some of your crescendo in the music, and you save some of your gas for the loudest section. And so you may just play it here the first time, one octave up. Play through the song, and on the second chorus, just as an example. Now let's look at the bridge. The bridge of this song starts with an instrumental. Shout your praise, our hearts will cry, these bones will sing. Great are you, Lord. All right, so this is where the song has come out of 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're still in 6/8, but now instead of putting the accent on 1 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is what we do on the verse and the chorus. This bridge is really nice if you can put the accents on in groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or if you're keeping count with the ands, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. That's trickier. They're quite a mouthful, so you can just do it as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And switch. So there's the difference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. One thing I wanted to point out for you, just kind of a really cool theory element of this song, is this song is in the key of G. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. That means the one chord, or the home chord, is G. But that chord actually doesn't show up in the song until the bridge, when we sang, all the earth will shout your praise, our hearts will cry, these bones will sing, great are you, Lord. And so this home bass, also known as do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, all right? You probably are familiar with that. Do is actually short for Dominus, or God. And so this bridge, this song waits and causes us to wait and long for God until that home bass, that do chord comes in on the bridge. And so make sure when you're playing this song that dynamically you don't pour everything out, because that you want to save some for the bridge and the coming do, that coming Dominus, the coming home bass chord that we can use to represent home and power and strength and the Lord our God. Really cool song. Hope this is useful for you, and keep on learning, keep on growing. Don't compare yourselves to others. Compare yourself to where you were yesterday.